Hi, this is Cliff Baltzley. I'm here with Chris Odom, and we are the co-founders of Stash. Thanks for watching, and remember, we're not just a Bitcoin company.
Stash is an innovative software company focused on crypto finance. Users have long relied on third-party services to conduct basic financial activities. Our products disintermediate third-party financial services by replacing their functions with software and consumer devices. Stash provides complete user autonomy. Our technology gives users unprecedented privacy and control over their own money. Let's take a step back and consider legacy finance. Alice can give cash to Bob, but for any more transaction functionality like using checks, digital transfers, or exchange, she has to trust a third party. That third party is holding all the money. It has full control over its internal ledger, and it directly processes all the transactions. So the third party in legacy finance is an authority, and it becomes the nexus for all bureaucratic compliance requirements. To access its functionality, Alice must get permission from the third party. To do that, she must identify herself to the third party. She must deal with hassles and fees from the third party. With Bitcoin, users have direct control over their own money and payments. But what if they want more functionality beyond that, such as market exchange, recurring payments, smart contracts, or other financial instruments? These days, unfortunately, they go right back to the problems of legacy banking, transferring their coins to trusted third parties who are holding all the money, controlling the ledger, and directly processing the transactions. We call this the Mt. Gox problem. One of the biggest problems for cryptocurrencies is the plague of hacks, scams, confiscations, theft, and fraud. Mt. Gox is the most notorious example, with 700 million stolen from one exchange. Our proprietary Stash Pool innovation prevents theft and fraud for blockchain deposits. Stash's technology solves systemic problems for cryptocurrencies and for finance in general. Bitcoin exchanges are an initial niche market, but with colored coins, any currency can be issued on-chain, and Stash Pool produces a mandatory automated revenue stream enforced by the blockchain. Why is it that in Bitcoin we see such an astonishing adoption rate in spite of all opposition? It can only be due to natural market forces. Certain properties can make a substance more suited as a form of money relative to alternatives, resulting in more liquidity. At Stash, we believe that these natural market forces are at the root of the new picture that is forming, and it represents a fundamental shift towards a new paradigm focused on user preferences. Technological advancements make this possible. Keep in mind, when we say on-chain, we mean on-blockchain transactions. When we say off-chain, this means off-blockchain transactions, like Bitcoin exchanges or writing a check or other financial instruments. Users don't want to risk their money being stolen, but is there any other way to access off-chain financial instruments? Stash users can do both seamlessly and interchangeably, an overall system we refer to as augmented chain. The Stash notary is unable to falsify receipts, and pool nodes are unable to steal from their users. Today's Bitcoin businesses are still built on the past, holding their users' money. At Stash, our concept is, whether on or off-chain, users perform their own transactions. Coins can be stored in a multi-sig pool so the server can't steal them. Of course, for this to work, the off-chain system must be cryptographically secure. Otherwise, the voting pool members don't have enough information to release on-chain funds. Stash uses open transactions to do this. What if users want to hold their own money and do it all themselves? The answer is simply to use a personal device for off-chain transactions. The financial instruments will all still work just fine. Stash's technology solves a lot of problems for Bitcoin. In addition to preventing theft and fraud, it also provides reusable addresses, return addresses, on-chain transaction privacy, on-chain fungibility, and end-to-end encrypted messaging. Our November test launch of the Founders Edition of the Stash Node Pro showed promising results. We now have our first batch of customers on 5 continents at a price point of 1 Bitcoin each. We are closely engaged with those customers now as we continue rolling out wallet features and making the product better. Our off-chain instruments are based on cryptographic proofs. There are digital checks, digital cash, recurring payments, payment requests, bid-ask exchange, and smart contracts.
We have a 12-strong dedicated team, and the 8 listed here are extremely experienced and have been with us through thick and thin. It's our mission at Stash to build these historic products. The vast majority of capital raised this round is to enable us to build Stash Pool quickly in 2017.
Thanks for watching this video, and check out some of our resources online to learn more about our technology.